I'm going to make a video on this because I was telling my friends and family something that happened to me on Sunday night in King's Cross Station, and they couldn't believe it and they had never heard something like that before.
You have £500,000 in your account, in your Coinbase account. So all we need is your card number.
Another scam and desperate movement from broken councils just to get your money out of your pocket. Look, fully open road, you would think, oh, I can just drive through, no problem. No, mate.
Knocked on the door and said that they lost their phone and it is at our house, trying to enter my house. Even asked who lives at the house.
I really don't want to cry. I don't want to keep crying, but I feel like the shock is just wearing off, you know? And I'm only starting to process it. But I will come on and explain it. I just, as you can see, can't even talk about it. It's very annoying because, sorry, I really want to be able to talk, but it's just so annoying that there's people in the world that do that, and like, there's so many people that happens to, and I know I'm not the worst, but it's just annoying to me because like, obviously I work 2 jobs and I have to work 2 jobs because I need to be able to pay back my masters and stuff, so it's just when everything's wiped away just like that, it's annoying. But I will explain how it happened so that other people can learn from my mistakes, but I just need time at the minute because it's so raw at the minute and I just can't talk about it without crying. But yeah, I will.
So they were like, you need to make a video about this and post something to raise awareness, basically. As I could not believe what happened. I am such a vigilant person. I'm always so aware of my surroundings. I wasn't even alone. I was with my mum. We had our 2 dogs with us. And it honestly blew my mind. Like, I am the first one to, like, if I feel a sense of fear or anything, I'm the first one to kind of get myself out of the situation or walk the other way. And the fact that this happened, wow. Okay, let me just get into what actually happened. So I had just come in to King's Cross Station. We were walking around and we were going outside to the taxi rank on St Pancras Road. It's just, so you come out of King's Cross Station, St Pancras Station is opposite. Anyway, we were standing outside. I was ordering a taxi for us. So I was like constantly looking on my phone, like, looking for the registration, seeing how long the Uber was going to come. And my mum already said to me at that point, she said, Yaz, come on, like, can you just concentrate as well on your surroundings? Because, you know, it was late at night. It was about, I don't know, it was like 8:30 on Sunday night. And I was like, okay. I was like, so we crossed the road. I was like, because the taxi's going to come on that side of the road. So then we were just outside St Pancras Station. And I was just on my phone. I had my suitcase and like a leather bag on top of my suitcase. Anyway, so at this point, my mum was like, right, where's the taxi? I was like, right, it's here. So we're about to kind of go to the taxi. And this man comes up from behind me and goes, excuse me, you've got some shit on your back.
Right then, let's get started. Welcome back to Blighty Blighted. Now, I've been watching the news again, and honestly, what's happened to our country? The sheer number of scams targeting decent men and women these days, it's absolutely shocking. I don't think some young YouTubers on here can understand the cost for working families. A lot of them are single or don't have children, so don't realize how people are suffering. My grandson has a girlfriend, but still lives at home with his mum and dad, not moving out until marriage. Seems like we are having to live more like the Latin peoples, like the Spaniards, just to survive these days. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, you know, back in my day. And I know that makes me sound ancient. But back then, if someone knocked on your door claiming to be from the gas board, they bloody well were from the gas board. You'd offer them a cup of tea, have a proper chat. Now, these criminals are pretending to be everyone. Your bank, the police, even Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. And don't get me started on these telephone scammers. We used to have lovely conversations with the operator when you needed to make a trunk call. Number, please. She'd say, sweet as anything. Now your phone rings and it's some charlatan from goodness knows where trying to steal your life savings with tales about your computer being infected. The romance scams particularly get my goat, preying on lonely widows and widowers who just want a bit of companionship. We used to meet people at the village dance or through friends at church, real people with real faces, real stories, not these fantasy merchants hiding behind stolen photographs. Britain used to be a place where your word meant something, where trust was the foundation of everything. What have we become?
I honestly felt so violated that I thought this man was just being super kind to me, and he very much wasn't. I think there is a group of people that are doing this. One is throwing the paint, the other's distracting, the other's taking the bag. And at first, I literally just thought I was having a really bad day. And I was like, clearly, I don't know, I leant on my back on the wall or something. I didn't think of someone throwing paint on me. And then I got in the taxi. And at that moment, I didn't realize the bag was gone because the driver was helping put the bags in the car. I was like holding the jacket. So I think that the man either took, I don't know at what point, because this all happened very near to where we were getting into the Uber. And it only occurred to me later, I was like, that was all a setup, because I then went online and I saw this girl and she just made this TikTok like a few months ago where she said a man came up to her and literally said the exact same thing to me. And then later someone was screaming, was like, he's about to take your bag. Anyway, so she then clocked on that a man was about to take her bag. The moral of the story is, do not be so careful, no matter how aware you think you are of your surroundings and what people are coming up to you and saying. Like, don't think people will be, you know, you automatically think, oh, theft is like someone coming up to mug you or whatever, but it can also be done in the most sneaky way. It's like sad, it's like the sentimental things that were in that bag, you know, things that I've had for many, many years. Anyway, can't turn back the clock, but what I want to do is just raise awareness and let people know that this is happening. Be so careful around King's Cross, and do not, if someone comes up to you and says you've got paint on your back, or no, these were the words, you've got shit on your back, just run, just go, just move away from him. Call the police. I don't know what's going on. I've told the police about this, but nothing's really been investigated so far. There is CCTV around where this happened, so hopefully I get to see some sort of CCTV. But yeah, be so careful around King's Cross and share this to people that you know, just so that they are aware. You know, family have coming from abroad. This is going to happen so much. If this has happened already to someone else, like, it's going to continue happening to other people. So I want to raise as much awareness online, and I want people to share this because it's just not okay. And the man that gave me the tissues, no words.
To be able to give you that money, okay?
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Let me just pull over because I'm driving, all right?
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am, please. So just give me your card details and the 500,000 will be with you right now.
Yeah, okay. Let me just pull over. I'm driving a car. Hold on. Give me a sec. 1 second. Oh, sorry.
Hello, ma'am.
I just had a car crash.
Oh, ma'am, can you give me your card details?
Sorry, I just had a car crash. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. Just, can you reach your card?
No, I just had a car crash. I think I lost my legs.
Well, you're breathing and talking, so I'm sure you're gonna be fine, ma'am. So if you can give me your card details, I'll be able to help you, okay?
Look at this guy. He's on the tube or the train or whatever, with a card reader in his hand, ready to scam someone out of their hard-earned money. What these scammers do is walk alongside you, tap your pockets with the card reader, and obviously take your money. That's why I got one of these. It's a passport holder. It literally holds everything that you need it to. It's RFID protected, which means that if anybody tries to tap this with your cards inside, they won't be able to get any money. Lots of people are getting scammed at airports because usually people fly with all their cards. It holds everything, your mobile phone, your passport, your cards. I can literally just put all my valuables in here and away you go. It's got a little wrist strap, nice and convenient. It kind of takes the stress out of traveling. I hope this video helps.
Well, all is not as it seems. I've had a lot of messages about this, so we need an update. I made a video this morning about this woman, her partner and her dog, seemingly distraught because they have been made homeless and the council were refusing to help them. Living in a tent for weeks on end, no more money to stay in hotels. Awful story, or so we thought. It turns out that they voluntarily made themselves homeless due to not wanting to give up their dog. They then set up a GoFundMe page for £7,500 as the target. Once that was reached, they raised it. Once the new number was reached, they raised it again. When questioned, they said that initially it was for a static caravan, but eventually they wanted to put a £55,000 deposit down for a mortgage on a pub. Yeah, we'd all like £55,000 towards a property, wouldn't we? Bearing in mind, already at this point, they have well over £10,000. More than enough money to get housed. There are also allegations flying around on TikTok that they ran a pub previously and withheld wages from their staff and all other kinds of crazy shit. It seems very odd that you would plead homelessness, start a GoFundMe, up the target several times, then start talking about a deposit for a pub. Their account has now been made private and they began blocking anybody, even asking questions about what the money's going to be used for. This definitely seems off, and there are clearly more deserving, more needy people out there. Now, I never tell people to donate money to anything. Always look after yourself first. But if you are going to donate money to anybody, make sure you do your research first, because you never know who is genuine. Anyway, let me know what you think of this in the comments.
This is amazing. Yeah, so you know that I continue to study and research every day, all day, that I literally never, ever stop studying. And I've practically done a 7-year degree and everything that I've learned. Yeah, listen to this bugger. This is amazing. Did you know, are you ready for this? Did you know a parking attendant or enforcement officer cannot legally issue a parking ticket without you present? You have got to be present at the time of the said crime when they issue a ticket. If you're not present, it's totally unlawful and it don't even go in court. Like, it literally, you can fight it. Evidence. This is amazing, guys. Message me if you've got a parking ticket and you wasn't there at the time that it was issued. Message me. We'll get some letters put up. Oh my God, this is too good, this. So no enforcement officer is allowed to issue you with a parking ticket without you at the car at the time. So when you go shopping and you come back to a parking ticket, you bloody well appeal it, or you just message me. This is Ace News.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I lost my phone in the party. Yes, Saturday. I lost my phone in the party. Because I checked my phone is here in this house.
How can the phone be here?
Huh?
If you lost it, how can the phone be here?
I lost, but I checked my phone for this address. It's here.
It's not here.
Yeah, it's here.
No.
Because yeah, it's
Go
here.
to the police and bring the police.
Okay.
Nobody's in my house.
I will go for the police.
Yeah. There's no phone in here.
Okay.
Okay?
You sure? Are you sure? Because I will call the police. Alright?
You can.
Alright. Are you sure it's not here?
Yes, it's not here.
Okay. It's just you living here.
What do you mean by I live with my family?
With your family. You know, no one found the phone because it's here. I
But
found.
we can see in the application the phone is in here.
There's no phone in here.
How can you just come in and say there's a phone in here, in my house?
Are you sure? No one in your family take my phone.
How can somebody take your phone?
I don't know. Someone took my phone, and I tracked my phone easily. I'll call the police.
So I've been scammed. This account right here is a scam account. Someone commented on one of my videos, and it was a video I just made this morning about I was stuck in the 200 view jail. So someone commented on it and said, you should try this guy out, he can help you. I went to her profile and she had like over 10,000 followers, so I just figured maybe there's something to this, and I go to the guy's account. He has over 56,000 followers. So I messaged him, and he messaged me back and said that he was willing to help me. And I shouldn't have trusted it, but I did. And he changed my email and my password and deleted my account. And I'm sure he's using it for whatever he wants now. I had just gotten accepted into the creators program for TikTok Shop because I've been trying so hard. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and lately I've been trying so hard. I've been posting multiple times a day. I have a baby, and I just wanted to make some extra money for me and my baby and my husband. And I trusted this guy to help me, and he destroyed me. So I just want to make it an awareness out there. Don't trust anybody online. And even if they seem like they're legit, his profile looked legit to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just new to this stuff. I don't know. But just be very careful with people like this, and don't get scammed. Don't lose your stuff. This is my old account, so I hope this doesn't happen to you.
Guys, I nearly got scammed yesterday, so I wanted to come on and tell you all about it. Just to pre-warn you, just in case this ever happens to you, because I literally nearly fell for it. It was very lucky that somebody was with me. That is the only reason I didn't fall for it. So I got a call from a private number. I was at home cooking my dinner, minding my business. Answered the phone, and there was someone on the phone that said that they were calling from Monzo Bank. I do have a Monzo Bank. I do often use it. So I've taken the call. They've said, oh, well, there's been some activity on your account that we don't recognise. We just need to go through a few things. Can't remember exactly what they said, but they knew that I lived in London. They knew, I'm sure they even knew a transaction that I'd used. But to be fair, it was like an Amazon. So I suppose everyone fucking uses Amazon. But yeah, so they said that. Basically said a couple of transactions. I was like, yeah, I have used them in the last couple of days, whatever. They then go to me, right, we're going to send you a code. We need to log into your account and check which devices are able to be able to log into your account. And I thought, well, no one really, because I don't ever use my phone to log into Monzo on anyone else. Like if I don't have my phone, I don't log into my banking anywhere else. So explain that, and he was like, yeah, no, we do definitely need to still check, blah blah blah. He was like, I'm just going to pop you on hold. There was hold music. The only thing that I thought was a little bit off was that he spoke a little bit like a roadman. Like there wasn't,
can't explain it. There wasn't that banking voice to him, if you know what I mean. He probably spoke like me. But yeah, there wasn't that. I can't explain it. You know, like when you speak to someone from a bank and they speak really nicely and very professionally, not like me, you know. So yeah, that was the only thing that I was like, And I put him on loudspeaker. I was with my friend and she goes, not right, something's not right here. So I was like, oh, okay. So then he comes back on the phone. He's like, I'm going to transfer you to my colleague, blah, blah, blah. So he transferred me over, spoke to someone else, and he goes, right, okay, we're going to send you this code. So I'm like, all right. Get a text through from Monzo with a code. So I'm thinking, right, it's got to be it. Like, must be. My friend's like, do not give that code. So I'm like, right, I don't feel comfortable giving you the code. Hung up. If I was on my own and that text come through from Monzo, I would have given that code. I definitely would have. Because even though I had my doubts, he knew where I'd shopped. He knew that I lived in London. He knew my device was in London, whichever logged into the phone. And I thought, well, how would you know that? How would you know that? So, yeah, just want to pre-warn everyone. There are little people out there that are scamming people. And this does happen. I've heard it happen so many times. So please, please be careful. Because I'm a bit scatty. I probably would have bloody gave them the code and they would have... Well, they're not much in my Monzo anyway. Still wouldn't have got far. But just in case there are people that do have lots of money in their account that they can clear out. So be careful.
To prove to you, universal credit or job centre are absolutely pointless. It has become the most big-headed scheme of all time. If you're like me, years and years ago, it used to be called Job Seekers Allowance. And you'd have this little pink or white card you'd have to fill in every week. And then you'd have to take it down to the job centre so that they could see you was applying for jobs. They would always be helpful, helping you look into the jobs you're looking for, setting you up for the courses to help you get into that job. Sometimes they'd even go out of their way and they'd ring up companies and try and set you up with interviews, which I think personally was super helpful. Now let's look at 2025 Job Centre. It is now called Universal Credit. You can now be requested to turn up every week or every fortnight. And if you don't attend, your money can be cut or stopped. Now, that's fair, but hear me out. They want you to travel to them, even though you no longer have this card with all your jobs on. It is all done on fucking line. So they get you to waste your money to travel to them, for them to click on their computer and go, oh, yeah, I can see your junior job search. Okay, see you next week. It is fucking pointless. Like, I understood it back then, because you had to take the little card in and show them you were doing your job. But if it's all on fucking line, it's directly right in front of their fucking eyeballs. I've got something in my eye. Why is the need for you to travel all the way to them, waste both of our time, both of our money, for you to click on your little fucking computer and acknowledge I am doing my job search? It's fucking stupid. And then you're probably sitting there saying, oh, well, no, they're there to fucking help you. No, they're fucking not. Multiple times I have been told this. Multiple times I've sat there and gone, well, what the fuck are you for? We at the job centre do not help you to get a job. Job centre. I think you need to change your fucking name then. But no, Russ, surely they still set you up with courses and help you get a job. Do you know what courses I was given? And the 30 other people that was stuck in a little room with me. We can spend 4 weeks of our time to talk about our CV. Yeah, you know the thing that you just write down all the jobs that you've had. Yeah, we need 4 weeks to discuss how to fucking write it. So this whole time I was fuck-arsing around with my CV. My forklift licence was running out. Now, of course, I could have still applied for a job. Yes, I still could have applied for a job. However, me and the job centre discussed about me taking a new career path. So they agreed. No, they didn't agree. A private scheme that has been set up called the Restart Programme, which I've got to admit, everybody there, the job centre need to follow their mindset. They're absolutely brilliant people. They don't just sit there do what you're told or stop your fucking money. They will talk to you, find out where you want to go in life, how they can make it happen. And they will try to get the funds to help you in any way possible, whether it's uniform, travel. That's the fucking mindset we need. However, I was attending that program and we was following the idea of me doing my telehandler license, which I have operated multiple times in the past, but I don't have a license for it. Unfortunately, you can only be on that program for a period of time. My period of time finished on Christmas. So after Christmas, I'm sitting there like, alright, well, I'm going to do my telehandler license. And then the job centre. Oh, well, no, we can't do it. What do you mean? Yeah, you see, most of our programs are through Restart, so we can't offer you it anymore. So something we was setting up for weeks and we couldn't do it because we were so close to Christmas, and I was told that we're going to have to wait for the new year. I'm now being told I cannot do? Yes. Okay. A lot of bullshit, but okay. So then I tried to go for my CCTV licence. It took them 2 months to tell me that it can't be done because it's through the Restart scheme. And when I was on the Restart scheme, I did attend a different course which got me my customer service, coaching and mentoring, and some other certificate. So then I brought up that. How can I use what I attended to help me change career paths? Oh, okay, well, we can set you up to do your diploma in management. I'm sitting there thinking, oh great, a diploma, you have to get a university for your diploma. You know, I've been a supervisor before. You know, getting management type of tier role, that would be a good career path. I was only notified around the start of March, end of February, that I couldn't do that either. Now, they didn't give the reason. I don't know whether they tried to put me on it too late and all of the spots was full, or they closed down the program. But again, I was just told it's not going to happen. So next time you want to sit there and complain about your tax money going towards the job centre to help people get into work, you just think those people are lazy and they don't want a job. I have jumped through fucking hoops and done everything I am fucking told. It doesn't get me fucking nowhere when it comes to them. My forklift licence has now run out, which some of you may or may not know. The job centre has an agreement where they used to be able to set up people with refresher courses to refresh their licences to help them get back into work. Because that's the main goal here, right? I was told on, I think it was Wednesday? Nah, can't do you a refresher course. Why not? We can only set up the 4 weeks training to get a licence. Well, I don't need 4 weeks. I need 1 day refresher course to immediately get me back into work. You know, my debts are piling up. I'm close to losing my house if you guys keep fuck-arsing around. Bear in mind, in the meantime of all this, I have been calling agencies. I've been applying for every single thing. But unfortunately, my CV is purely based around forklift operating. I grit my teeth and I say, okay then, when can I do this 4 week course? I don't have to really go through this course and be taught how to operate something I already have a license for. But if that's the only way, how can I do it? Well, it's going to be another 3-4 weeks before we can get you in. And then on top of it, then 4 weeks of training. So 2 months. I'm sitting there like, I don't have 2 months of money or bills to survive that long. So they tell me, well, ring around the forklift places, get us a quote, and we will pay for it. Okay, thank you, fantastic. You're finally doing your job. Finally get a quote, £160, and get me in at the end of the month. Send them the quote price, wait around, I think it was 2-3 days before I got a response. Nah, we just can't do that. You'll have to stick to the course, you know, the 4 week course that costs more money. Is just going to be a waste of time for the both of us. And it's not until like a month time, and then you've got another month of doing it. But what an absolute joke. So then I phone up a forklift company the other day. I can get you in this Monday, 170 quid, maybe be here for a couple of hours. Your licence will be refreshed by the end of the day. I have lost 5 job opportunities in the past week because of my licence running out. So I've borrowed the money, so now I'm in even more debt because someone we're supposed to rely on, something everybody's taxes go toward, are absolutely fucking useless. So like I said, the next time you want to sit there and think that everybody that is stuck on universal credit is because they're lazy, they don't want a job, it's not the case. It's the case of they're not getting the support.
Right. I need another brew after that rant.